Well, first up on the show, the U.S. city of San Francisco has declared an emergency over the coronavirus outbreak. This after the American health authorities warned of the disease's spread, saying that an outbreak can threaten drug supplies. San Francisco has declared an emergency despite having, not any confirmed coronavirus cases yet.
I'm guessing it's a good thing just to be prepared. I'm not sure if anything's really going to happen. Every couple years we always get some scare of something like the bird flu or monkeypox or something, right? How it's going to develop and how it'll affect San Francisco yet, I'm not sure. I'm sure it's a pretty big thing in China, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come here in such a big extent.
Health authorities urged local governments, businesses and schools to make plans like cancelling mass gatherings in order to avert coronavirus risks. They added that there could be an outbreak anytime and residents must remain prepared.
That's why we've already been working closely with state, local and private sector partners to prepare for mitigating the virus's potential spread in the United States, because we will likely see more cases here, as we have said throughout this episode.
Officials are also worried that the outbreak might pose a threat to the security of the U.S. drug supply chain. Remember, a high proportion of the ingredients used to make medicines are made in China, where the virus was first identified. At least 57 people have so far tested positive for the virus in the United States.
FDA is keenly aware that the outbreak will likely affect the medical product supply chain, including potential disruptions to supplier shortages of critical medical products in the U.S. We are proactively reaching out to hundreds of medical product manufacturers to gather information about the supply chain. First, it's important to note that FDA is not aware of any medical product shortages at this time.
Meanwhile, President Donald Trump also fired shots at the opposition Democrats, accusing them of trying to undermine the government's efforts. The U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo accused China and Iran of covering up the outbreak. Listen in.
Outside of our borders, the State Department continues to do an enormous amount of work to review developments inside and outside of China and to help countries who have been stricken by the virus. We also want to applaud the brave reporters who are covering the spread of coronavirus from Wuhan itself. Expelling our journalists exposes once again the government's issue that led to SARS and now the coronavirus, namely censorship. It can have deadly consequences. Had China permitted its own and foreign journalists and medical personnel to speak and investigate freely, Chinese officials and other nations would have been far better prepared to address the challenge. Similarly, the United States is deeply concerned by information indicating the Iranian regime may have suppressed vital details about the outbreak in that country. As of yesterday afternoon, Iran was second only to China in coronavirus deaths. All nations, including Iran, should tell the truth about the coronavirus and cooperate with international aid organizations.
The U.S. has been stepping up measures to contain coronavirus as the disease claimed a number of fatalities in the countries outside of China, including Italy and Iran.